Okay, here it is. This is for the cold open, right?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. And Captain, I have made the most scrumptious cake. Oh shit!
We're here. So let's go back to Star Wars 9.
Look,
All
I don't like Rey, and that means I hate women.
All I'm saying is she's a nice soul.
All I'm saying is, should have been.
I like little girls and man.
All I'm saying is, it should have been a man. Okay.
Man
Man could have been
woman.
better.
Woman with a brainless.
I just realized what the fuck he said. It would be your sublime. Captain, I've made the most scrumptious
You
cake.
sound like C-3PO. Captain, I made the most scrumptious cake.
Master Skywalker, I have made the most scrumptious creme brulee. Even R2 approves.
So today we're going to talk about...
What are we gonna? We're talking about. We're talking about. No, hold on. We're talking about. But we're not gonna say. We don't want them to hear.
Rudy.
What are we gonna replace
Rudy.
with?
So this is going to be cut?
No, we're not gonna cut it. We're gonna cut out. We're gonna cut out me saying you and I saying
Rudy.
But
Stop.
what? But what will we record? What will we? What will we put? What will we bleep
Rudy.
out with? Like what sound will we put over it? What should we replace
Ruby.
with?
Rudy. No, Ruby.
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 Ruby. Oh, it's you.
It's just me saying Captain.
Captain Skywalker. It could be...
It's me saying you got that pot? You guys like a butter?
Oh, God. Ricky. Ronnie.
Ricky, Ronnie, Judy.
Paul.
Ricky, Ronnie, Judy, Angela, Paul. Cheeto.
Any other... Who was that one?
That was the dude with the... That was the guy who looked like Tony Danza.
Jesus Christ.
Cheeto. Okay, so
Or Scott
Ricky,
Baio.
Ron... Huh?
Is it Scott Baio or is it Tony?
Both of them.
Combination.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be in the names. What's a line that they say in there?
Oh my God, she's a boy.
God, she's a boy.
Is that what they say at the
Yeah,
end?
that's what they say. We could just put that over it, and then, but I think that might give it away though.
Yeah, that gives away the...
It'll give it away to like the 3 people who know this movie.
True. Oh, it could be good. We'll cut this out, but it could be like good foreshadowing. To be like, oh, like what are you talking about? She's a.
I don't think it'll fucking matter. But like it's not like
will.
this is the movie.
No, but if they're listening to this,
Spoiler
13
warning.
people.
We're gonna replace Ricky, Ronnie, Paul, Angela, Judy, Meg with us saying Ricky, Ronnie. It's not us.
whole thing.
No, yes, that's what I thought at first when you were saying it. We were gonna replace it with like each of the names each time.
Ricky,
We were just
Ronnie,
gonna.
Paul,
It's just gonna
Angela.
be like a fucking 10-second clip of us going Ricky, Ronnie, Paul, Angela, Judy, Meg, Mel, Artie.
Should be the cold open or that voice saying something.
Ricky, Ronnie.
No, not the whole thing. Just be one thing. Sublime.
Sublime.
And they'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
So we were watching Sublime. And
Sublime.
You had already seen it.
Yeah.
I had not.
You had not. I wanted you to get a fresh viewing.
And you did a good job of not spoiling anything.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
I don't even give. Okay. Well, I don't give a
goose.
well, I don't give a shit about spoilers. I enjoy it either way. Well, it's never spoiled.
But that was a good one.
But yeah. That was. I didn't
Not
want.
being
I didn't
spoiled.
want to give that up. Like I didn't want to give up anything.
Right.
So
You
that's why.
didn't, and it was good.
So it came out in 1983. It's a slasher film.
Mm-hmm.
Takes place in a summer camp,
That's it.
and it's just about fucking
Kids and
kids getting murdered.
kids being punks.
Punks.
Getting murdered.
Being over
Those
the-
little kids
over
with the
top
sand.
punks. Yes, it's fucking what the hell. Why would they even?
Wait, so 2 didn't die,
why
right?
would
Because
even-
they left.
Yeah, but why would they even do that? Like, why would they give a shit?
No,
They were building a fucking sandcastle.
And then Ricky called them, "Get out of here, fucker!" They're like 7.
Little fucks.
They're like, damn. But okay.
Okay, so
Notes.
Sleepaway camp. Just starts. Hey, get away from me with that pail of water, I'll kill you. Color looks great. Her old man has one twice as big. Doc will be here soon. How do they not see the boat? This woman is a wonder, I'm sure of it. Nice bit of foreshadowing with the physicals. Children running and screaming, old men yelling. Pedophiliac staff. Angela is shy. Wait until you get a load of Judy. Man, oh man. Judy is alright. Ricky is no longer good enough. Ricky has a furious hard-on for Judy. Angela just stares at her. A real winner, no kidding. Fate to black? Angela will not speak or eat. Muscle Man tries to help. Bandana suggests foul play. Not Wayne Gacy gives a suggestive hello to Angela. Ricky tells Bandana to come off of it. Bandana makes a trivial remark towards Angela. NWG starts to undo his trousers. Ricky tells him to come off it. Give me that goddamn chair. Big Tickler is alone. Boiling yet? POV sequence. Nothing new. Still creates mystery. The little shit did not get an ice cream sundae. Nice performance from Artie. Boiling yet? James Earl Jones Sr. looks like he pissed on the rug. He does not think it was an accident. Head man, another 15 a week. Mind over matter. Face to ass. Nice catch, Modes. The boys win $5. Takes a dick to wear that hat. Angela likes Paul. She says goodnight. Judy looks moved. You bastard, I hate you. Do these guys expect to get laid? They killed Kenny. Boiling yet? Is that a water snake? The old man insists it was in his hand. 10 to 6. Angela speaks. Judy's mad. The girls are jealous that somebody interesting gets attention. Paul lands a couple kisses on the surface of Angela's face. Judy is wet, vindictively. Angela is both audibly and visually pleased by Paul's presence. Meg is upset. Are you okay, Angela? Angela does not shower at the same time as everyone else. Nice bit of foreshadowing. Ricky is quite defensive of Angela. He is quite defensive of Ricky. Bar the stalls. Bees, he screams. He died as he lived, taking a wicked dump. Maybe. Angela waits. Fake out. Chemistry between Angela and Paul is believable. The kids play doctor. CTF, boy. Angela is not ready. Angela catches Paul sucking Judy's lips. Judy and Bandana throw Angela in the water. Old man thinks Ricky is the killer. Bandana hums in the shower, knife in the back. Fate to black? Paul says hi. Angela wants to meet at the waterfront. The kids want to go back, Ed. Susie, have you seen Meg anywhere? Judy hates wet kissers. Oldie finds Bandana. He's got to stop him. Ricky, I guess. Figure in Judy's door. Clearly Ricky, but she pleads ignorance. Stupid social. What do you want? Well? Punch out. Judy irons things out. Ed finds the kids cut to pieces and loses his dinner.
Somebody help.
Ricky grabs a quick snack. Older beats Ricky. To death, I should add. Arrow to that wrinkly throat. Paul waits. Angela wants to swim. Paul cannot keep it down. Powerhouse. Ricky lives. False alarm. Sounds like singing. Angela is naked with Paul. Flashback. The girl died. The woman made a girl out of a boy. Angela means angel. I'm sure it does. Big reveal. Angela's got a panini. Green filter. The film is good.
The surprise. That's clipped.
Sensitivity's up on the microphones. Anyway, let's talk about this film. You just give me
What are you talking about? Give me the Reader's Digest
idea of the okay. Let's sum up how the film for you. Sum it up in 5 words or less.
Hey Panini, why you being meanie?
What was that same again?
Hey Panini, why you be meanie? Oh.
Want to know what
I
mine
had-
are? Want to know what mine are?
what's yours?
God, she's a boy.
God damn it.
Oh my God, she's a. She's a what? A boy.
Why, yes, I'm sure it does.
Those are my 5 words.
Of course it does.
Why, I'm sure it does. Why, no. That wouldn't be good at all. Just right away, you could tell she's a fucking cuckoo clock.
Oh, of course, the way she was acting, the mom. I guess it's the mom
Ricky.
of Ricky.
Richard. Yeah, it's Ricky's mom. Richard. Angela.
Angela's cousin
Yeah.
that lives.
With his mom. It's
Oh,
Angela's
because-
aunt. Angela's aunt and cousin. Because
So only she
her
knows.
father and
That they're both dead.
yeah, only she knows that the truth about Angela. Ricky doesn't.
So they're gonna say, "Oh, you're cousins, but you're gonna live with me." I guess there's no husband. It was just her.
Well,
and the-
Ricky's her son.
Right. No, I'm talking about Angela though.
Yeah. Well, somebody had to take her in.
No, I know, but to make her a girl.
Well, she was fucking crazy, and she was like, I always wanted a daughter.
But how come Ricky was semi-fine?
Semi-fine. I don't know. Ricky was raised as a fucking boy, like he was. He wasn't forced to be a girl.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess.
He didn't like watch his father and brother get fucking killed.
No, I know, right. So that's first thing. But then, did she shave? Because I thought. when
Yeah, it was a
showed him-
bandage. I think that was because just some head injury, maybe.
Okay. Again, it didn't seem like they were going to be really mindful of things. Remember when the guys would switch out in scenes?
Well, part of me honestly feel because, like we said, they felt kind of deliberate, didn't it? Just how wacky
Sometimes.
some of the continuity errors got. Like sometimes I like to think that they purposely said, "Let's put 2 different guys in there,"
It could have been.
because at least that's just me thinking. Because I would do that just to fuck around. If I wasn't taking the film like 100% seriously, if I was just having fun with it,
Right.
I'd be like, all right, let's see these 2 guys
Yeah.
here, take them out.
I don't know. It's like in the middle. So it could have been that. Could have
Yeah,
been a
that's
little
what I'm
mixture.
saying. It feels like some of it could have been deliberate, but maybe not.
But so yeah, I didn't see the kid get hit in the head or need to have it shaved or whatever. But so then maybe it was a wig, or just grew the hair out, I guess, or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. So
Well, I don't know why he had the bandage on. Well, a boy can just grow his hair out.
right, no,
I don't know why the bandages
boy or
were
girl
all around his head.
That's the only thing I was wondering when that happened.
It could have been a head injury from the boat thing or whatever. I'm not sure.
Right.
I don't think it really matters, honestly.
No, probably doesn't. I was just wondering because it made for the scene when they revealed it was
Mm-hmm.
not a girl. But I was like, when did that happen? But it doesn't matter. That was just for the twist, right? Because it didn't really.
Yeah, it was just. I think
Well-
it was just for the twist. It didn't really have any pertinence in the actual movie.
Because they wanted you to think. Well, yeah, they didn't really explain in the beginning, right? Clearly for the twist, that the girl, or like a reminder.
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
it looked like the boy died.
Right.
Is what it looked like. And the life jacket came up, and it looked like maybe he died, and then.
Or they didn't show you the face for that reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it was clearly the boy because the clothes.
Well, that's what I thought. Yeah.
But he just didn't die. Like he was just face down in the water. That doesn't mean he's gonna die. Like
No,
somebody could
right.
have grabbed him and resuscitated him.
No, right. I mean, he was flopping around. I was just, and he had his thing because the girls was all ripped up. I was just saying,
Yeah.
for the twist, they needed that to happen. That's why they didn't remind you. Like it was, when I said 8 years later, I didn't realize those 2 kids. It was following that family.
Right.
I thought it was just another. Because were they at the camp?
Well, if you listen in the beginning, yeah, they were at the same camp. If you listen in the beginning, excuse me. If you listen in the beginning, they say like, they talk about her, the woman, and they mention Richard or Ricky at least. They mention him,
I didn't recall that.
like Ricky's mom or whatever.
Oh, right.
They
I thought
mention
she was
in
coming.
the very beginning, like briefly, and then it just comes back.
Gotcha.
like,
okay.
immediately.
So
Just some things probably just missed. Just
Right, I guess
actual
you had to
dialogue things.
pay attention to it, but I didn't catch that. So I thought it was different people going to the same camp.
Yeah, but even then, like you can catch on later when Ricky's talking to Angela. It's just and like little things here and there. It's like okay, it's the same kid from the beginning. Little things.
It
there.
took me a while
Yeah.
to get there, but then in the front in the beginning it had like the camp closed.
No.
Something like that. No.
No.
And there was no one there, and they had all the talking.
Yeah, I think all the kids were playing like the beach or whatever. Like all the campers were on the beach.
Okay. I thought there was a sign or something that said like closed.
You could be right. Like it
Right.
didn't. There wasn't really anything going on at the camp.
No.
It was more
No.
what was going on in front of it, I guess. But I think I'm pretty sure the camp was open because that one guy who was driving the boat, he was one of the counselors, and he was supposed to be driving the boat, and the girl wanted, who was like, "Hey, let me drive the boat," and he was like, "Well, I don't want to lose my job." So that's why I'm saying I'm pretty sure it was them.
He lost his job.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Oh, okay.
Turn the wheel.
Right.
We're gonna hit the boat. She was like way fucking
I
back
know.
there.
Like, what's she saying? Like, she's looking the same way. I don't know.
They're all look like I don't know.
And then him, turn the wheel. You could help her.
Yeah, that's why I wrote that in my notes. Like they didn't see the boat. It's like why didn't they
Oh
see
yeah,
the
so
boat?
no, yeah. Then when they cut to the shot of the kids seeing the boat coming, both the characters are looking this direction. It's like, okay, so
Looking directly at where they're going.
they should have been turned around. So that happened. Start off with a bang,
Oh yeah.
and then the kids come back. There's some history about them being there before, but it doesn't really. It just kind of like mentions it a couple here and there, like with
they weren't necessarily at the camp.
Ruby,
They were just on
right?
the other end of the lake, really.
With Ricky and Rudy, and Paul when they came back and all that.
Oh yeah, those kids. Yeah, they'd been at the camp. I thought you meant the
first-
kids. In the beginning of the movie, I was gonna say no. When they're on the boat accident, they were just like on the other side of the lake that the camp was at.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Right. So yeah, we're moving
But
past.
yeah, Ricky and Paul. Yeah, like they had his Ricky, Judy, and Paul, Rudy.
Rudy.
Yeah,
Ruby.
Ricky, Judy, and yeah, they had all been at camp
Yeah.
the year before.
So they all kind of, and I think they knew
Judy,
the other guys.
Man, oh man! Wait till you get a load
Yeah,
of
what
her.
do you see here?
And then it's
How do you
just-
think Paul felt before he? Sorry, not to jump to the end, but I was making out with a guy. Oh shit!
I imagine
Not long to process, right?
he didn't get a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Oh shit. Okay, so
Oh my god! She's a. There you go.
that's Paul.
Comes around. I was quoting Paul.
Exactly.
What he must
what
have
he was
said.
thinking or
It was
said.
speculation.
But yeah, okay. So they everyone's meeting there, and then you meet the Jesus Christ,
The Chad.
the chief, the chief,
Chad. Well, he's
Chief
half gay.
Chad, and only half sometimes.
What does that fucking mean?
I don't know.
My friend Chad, he's half gay.
the chef,
So
there you go.
bisexual. So-
Right. So he's bi, or he just feels half the time he's one or the other.
Sometimes he's happy.
Right. Other times not. But
Hello, why don't you shower with the other girls? You queer or something?
Right.
Anyway, so
so here from the get go, I heard trousers, and then guttural growls.
that's what that cook said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
No, he didn't, but he
Oh,
was
okay.
way into that girl. Well,
He was into a
hello,
lot.
Angela.
What do you say?
He
You're
said, call them baldies.
Look at all that young, fresh chicken. Where I come from, we call them baldies. Makes your mouth water, don't it?
Yeah, so that black guy. Did you catch what I said?
he knew. Yeah.
James Earl Jones Sr. That's James Earl Jones' dad.
Which that kind of. Are you serious?
I'm serious. Great timing.
So he was cool with the guy being all freaky deaky with the little kids.
Well, not exactly. Well, I guess
looked
he
the
was,
other
but-
way.
He looked the other way. Yeah, he didn't want any trouble. But hello, Angela.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sure, we
So-
can find you something in the walk-in. You never know what you'll find in there.
I can help you.
Oh, they start playing the music. It's like, this is getting weird.
That would have been weird, huh? If he would have been like, "Oh, you got a penis."
Angela.
You're just what I've been looking for.
Anyway, so yeah, so that was the first kill, or kill,
Yeah.
unconfirmed, but definitely
First
he may as well
nuisance.
probably rather be dead.
Yeah, probably.
That was fucking crazy. Just like, how do you just like,
I don't know.
just a little girl.
It kind of works though.
Yeah.
We've already kind of ruined it. That the hands look so muscular.
Yeah, it made sense. It's not a girl.
Except for the actress being a girl
Yeah.
and not having those features. But yeah, those hands make sense.
Well, you never really get a look at her hands. Though.
That's
Like they never
true, but,
zoom
like,
up on her hands.
You know.
Sometimes you look at your hands like, oh, what is the hand?
Ooh, look at that man hand. He's got a manhandle.
It's just like a shot. Paul hanging out with her, right? And then he goes to hold
Didn't
her
he
hand.
notice that?
He goes to put his hand on her hand while they're sitting together. And he looks down, and you just get like this close-up shot of her like fucking sausage finger.
Hair just combed over.
And he's like, and you just find that I'm totally into that.
Wow, that's awesome.
I get it, Angela. I'm doing the same thing.
What a woman.
Going through the same thing right now.
Yeah. It's the 80s. What are you going to do?
Angela hasn't hit puberty yet. Oh, yes, she has.
In a big way. Holy shit.
Hi, my name's Angela.
My name's Angela.
Yeah, she pulls the chair out from under the... I like that. You little
So
shit. You could have killed me.
Fucker, you could have killed me. Well, get the hell over here and help me down. Come on, kid. Get me down, I'll make you a nice ice cream sundae. Okay?
You're not going to give them nice ice cream sundae. You were just about to put your fucking dick in their mouth.
Mm-hmm. So then she goes,
You were just...
Yoink!
It's that same little girl you were about to face fuck in the walk-in. You're not going to give her...
He got water on
Yeah.
his bidet.
She pulls him down like this giant, fucking huge, like comically huge.
It was
pot.
way... Why?
A
What was it for?
It was a fucking water heater sitting on top of the stove. And he pulled it. Boiling yet?
Yeah.
Give me that chair.
Was he dumping salt in there, right?
And his salt, like, it was empty. And just, like, fucking chucks it across the room because he's pissed. Cause he didn't
First
get,
one.
Yeah, because he didn't get a blowjob from
Right.
a 13-year-old girl. He falls down. He grabs the fucking pot and falls with him.
Wouldn't there be enough water?
Yeah, there would
Would it
be.
be kind of heavy, so maybe it wouldn't just fall with him, or...
Well, he was a big guy.
Well, that's true.
No, that made complete sense for it to fall with him.
Huh.
All of his weight was falling down as he's pulling it. He was a big dude. He was huge.
He is a large man.
He was supposed to be like a disgusting fat pedophile.
Large and in charge. All right, I guess you brought down the house.
Yeah, so he just
So-
like he pulls this water heater of a pot down on top of him, and just like this scalding hot boiling water, just like it was poured onto him, and he's got like these fucking 6th degree burn.
Yeah, they're pretty bad, and his face is pretty bad.
And he's like, his fucking skin's all contorted and it's bubbling. His body can't move at this point. Like, his hands can't move. And, like, he's screaming, and you just see, like, his skin's bubbling.
Yeah.
And then James Earl Jones Sr. comes in, and he's like,
Watches.
my God.
And terrified.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know, Chief. That just doesn't happen. Or whatever, you know, he was...
To the...
That kind of thing just doesn't happen. Or, like, I don't see how that sort of thing could
How
just
could be
happen.
accident, right?
Could just happen, you know. Which I guess I get where he's coming from. I guess that'd be kind of a weird accident to just fall and
Be
pull
up
the
there and
pot
fall.
down with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, it could happen, but also probably not likely.
Oh, the chances are
Right.
pretty slim, I would say.
So then after that, what was the next one? Was it the beach?
After that, no, it was the drowning.
Oh,
The kid's drowned.
because we're gonna have fun that night after the baseball game. That was
Yeah. Oh,
intense.
yeah. The fucking where everybody is talking all at once.
The whole time, everyone was
Oh yeah, just
Chatty Cathy's.
Get
on there, throw the ball.
Eat shit and die.
Eat shit
I
and
know
live.
they were so
Eat shit and die, Ricky.
Eat shit and live, Bill.
They were so hostile
Vile.
towards one another. I don't remember being like that when I was their age.
no. I didn't know those words.
I did. I just didn't use them, or at least not to be like fuck you, eat shit and die. Jesus.
Yeah, that's intense.
And then Ricky was like, eat shit and live. And
Right.
it's like, what?
Is that supposed to be?
Well, I guess if he has to live after eating shit, you know. If you eat shit and then you die, you don't have to be like, oh yeah, I ate shit. But if you eat shit and you
You
live,
go-
you have to live with the fact that you ate shit.
Kind
So
of have that in
maybe
your mouth. Ew.
maybe he was like, I hope you have to live with that. Haha.
Could be.
It's retarded. But
Oh,
I love
interesting.
that in the lunchroom, whenever Ricky's talking to Meg, he's like, hey, where's my cousin? And he's like, come off it, leave her alone. She's just shy. If she were any more shy, she'd be dead. Or like any more quiet, she'd be dead. And it's like,
Yeah,
what?
something like
What?
that. Ooh,
It's like, I don't even understand how...
zinger.
Well, I don't get it. I don't think it was a zinger. I'm fucking confused.
Well, if she didn't say anything, well, it would be like breathing, I guess.
If she were any more quiet, she'd be dead. Well, you're
Right.
probably right. What else? Just
Who was
gotta-
that one kid that got pranked on the whole time?
Mozart is what they called him. He was the chubby, nerdy kid.
Mozart. Good lord.
Mind over matter. Mind over matter.
You already knew that.
Face in the ass.
Yep. Impossible sit-up.
He's in there basically like twice. Well, 3 times, I guess, if you count the
Baseball.
baseball game. Yeah, he's there.
He
there.
caught it. He caught the ball.
Ass to mouth, baseball, and
Shaving cream.
shaving cream in the face.
That was it. So that's what they used him for. He had a knife.
Yeah, he's like, I'll kill you. I'll get you.
And they're all laughing. Oh, he's
Like-
got a knife. Is that what Angela used?
Probably.
She used a knife.
Yeah, she probably could have just
Didn't
stuck
show
it and taken
where
it.
she got it from, but
I mean, they're at a fucking.
It's the only
they're at a
knife they
summer
showed.
Camp. She could have, and they're
Well,
at a
that's
summer
true.
camp in the '80s. She could have come across a knife.
would have liked it to have been that one just because
It probably was.
it was placed, you know.
They just didn't show it. Like, why would they need to? I don't think it's impossible for her to find just a knife there.
I know,
She
but
could have fucking brought one for
just
all
to
we
place
know.
it in
I
there.
doubt
Like,
she did.
oh,
but
remember
she-
that one part when they had that?
Yeah.
She took that knife.
Yeah, that could have been. Like, but they wouldn't need to show that though. Be like, oh yeah, look, she took it. Just take. She has a knife. And
I
it's
need to
like,
know
yeah.
where she got it from.
You'll be in the dark like Judy when she saw Ricky, but not really.
Right, only somewhat.
That was
moonlight.
Such a weird shot.
Yeah, that whole scene was kind of weird with.
It's like, why are you showing that it's him, but it's not him, but it is, but it isn't? And then she doesn't know who it is, but she knows who Ricky is because apparently they were fucking hooting and hollering about it last summer.
Something like that, yeah.
But then he comes in, she's like, oh, it's you. Well, what do you want? Well, and poof, just right to the face.
You
And then,
think?
oh,
I got hit. You'd think if it was Angela that she would have, because she didn't treat her like she normally was when she's giving her like shit, you know?
Yeah.
You think she would give her a little more like sass?
Well, she just gave her a bit of sass. She was
Not
like,
like-
what do you want? Well, and poof, just right to the face.
I think they still wanted to make it.
I think it worked.
No, it did not.
Thought
No,
was
it worked.
I thought it was ambiguous enough. I still love that. You chicken shit.
Chicken shit.
Kind of like the shot is just like she's making out with this guy in her bunk, but she's not supposed to be. He's not supposed to be in there.
Right.
And then the chief, the head guy,
Camp
the
director,
head old
whatever.
dude, the fuck
Waltzes in.
the chimp that has been put in charge of this camp. He's about to come in, and the boy's like, "Oh shit!" And then he hides under the bed. Hey, you seen Meg? I think she went to take a shower. All right. And then he leaves. He's like, "You shouldn't be reading in the dark. It's bad for your eyes." And she's like, Then he leaves, and then the guy comes back up, and then she's all like ready, and then he starts putting his shoes on. He's like, "I'm getting out of here." And she's like, "What? Why? You just got here." And you don't care about getting caught. And he's like, "Whatever. I'll see you tomorrow." She's like, "As F." He goes to leave. He gets to the door, and you hear, "You."
Chicken shit.
And then he turns around. You see the shot of her sitting on the bed next to the window, but the lighting coming in through the window goes across her
From
face,
somewhere,
and it
yeah.
makes it probably the moon or like an electric light or something.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
It was bright as
Yeah,
shit.
a bright white light, which could have just been like a lamppost or something. And it's just coming in. The light comes straight in through the window and just goes right over her face. It makes it like stark white, and she's like, "You."
Chicken shit.
She has like this. I don't. How would you even describe that face? It was just like.
I don't know. Like a scared raccoon with lights on it. Headlights.
More like an upset raccoon with headlights on it. She was quite.
Well, yeah.
She was
Little
quite
pissed.
distraught about him leaving. She was mad like the whole movie, but also like
Oh, yeah.
really, she was mad but like really horny at the same
The whole
time.
time she just was pissed off.
Because Angela, some
Stole her
boy,
thunder?
some boy that she didn't give a shit about was talking to Angela. And then she was like, "Why
That
does
too.
Angela get to talk to all the boys?" And it's like she's talking to one boy, and he's technically talking to her.
And he's talking to a boy.
She's talking to a boy.
No, the boy's talking to a boy.
Yeah, the boy. Yeah, okay, I didn't realize what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no girl involved, actually.
Spoilers, Taylor. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Boys were talking to boys.
You didn't realize that until it was too late.
Yeah.
Until she got a curling iron in her vagina and then got
Or-
suffocated
yeah,
at
somewhere.
the same time. She got smothered. She got smothered while also like
Getting burnt.
Sexually assaulted with a curling iron.
Yeah, that was a pretty intense.
Doesn't show it, but it does a pretty good job implying what's
There's
happening.
Implies and who knows? Yeah.
While
God,
also getting
that would
suffocated,
suck.
and then she just gets like tossed under the bed.
Yeah.
Nobody will look there.
That wasn't even like a worry when they found Meg, the kids.
Oh my God, the Meg, the kids.
There was no like
But
Angela or Rudy, Judy.
Come on, Taylor. She was wearing a shirt with her name on it.
I know.
And that's not a joke. She actually was.
Judy. The only one with her name on it.
They were playing volleyball, and she had a shirt with just Judy across it in like bubble letters.
In case you forget.
10-6, and then she's like, just punch it. Yeah, Meg, like when she goes to serve, punches that ball out of her hand.
She didn't even like look. She just kicked it out of here.
Elbowed it, and you just like practically a wire just pulled it out of her hand.
And pull.
Pull. I like the coloring in the film. Just how the colors,
Right. That the
how,
shirts.
Yeah,
and all that
how
stuff.
bright the colors are.
Like horror movies now and scary movies and slashers tend to be dark.
Yeah, dark and bleak and kind of grit looking. But then this one was like
Almost all
ones
night,
like this, especially this one. Like I'm just even like Friday the 13th. Like some of those could be like even like the older ones could be a little bit more monotone in some of their color. Not all the time, and not like completely, but just a little bit more. But then this one was like kind of it was pretty colorful. I thought.
Yeah,
Like all the different,
they
yeah, and
used
like
colors.
you were saying, the stuff they were wearing too.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty colorful.
So maybe it's a time period too, but
Could be.
yeah.
I just liked it. That's just something I
It had
liked.
the '80s feel.
Yeah.
I liked that look. It was nice.
I like in the beginning it's in the beginning and towards the middle too. The dads are, the dad was gay and he had a boyfriend. I just like that was in there.
Like why? That just the ad.
Well, I think it
more,
kind of played in.
because the kids just laughing.
Yeah, I think it played in a little bit to Angela's past or whatever. A little bit, because remember they were gonna play doctor.
I guess, right? What were they doing?
You just get this scene of like this weird okay, so Angela's with Paul, and Paul's starting to make a move on the beach because they're chasing each other around and having fun.
He's stuck on one button.
Yeah, he's stuck on one button, and
Kissing her neck.
Angela's like, Paul, don't. And he's like, what, Angela? I'm not doing anything. And he keeps going. She's kind of just like staring off into space.
Side note, I love. Can I get another good night kiss? Jesus Christ!
And he just like lands a kiss on her cheek. She's like, I gotta go, because she's really insecure about this. He's like, can I have another one?
Also, probably wasn't ready.
Another good night kiss, and he just like forces himself right over her lips,
like a little peck, and then the music goes. Don't want it. I'm ready. Okay, so back to
the future. That's right. We're switching movies right in the middle. Oh, I haven't seen that movie in fucking years. I love that movie.
So it'll be worth it.
It will be.
Okay.
My father used to have the box set that had a 1, 2, and 3 in it, and I watched the shit out of those movies. But the third one was scratched, and so like it would like stop playing like 2/3 of the way through.
DVD or a
DVD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I loved those movies. I thought they were awesome. Especially when I was little. When I was real little, I liked the second one a lot. I think because it was in the future. This was all like the cool looking stuff. But then I got older and I just thought they were all the fucking tits.
Right. All three tits.
All 3 tits.
So, okay.
Total Recall.
Exactly. Thank you for thinking.
They just keep on coming.
And go 80 baby 80s. Okay.
Did you see the remake of Total Recall?
Yes, with Colin
Farrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did something different. Tried to be different. I liked that.
It wasn't that bad.
The 3 tits scene didn't land as well as in the first one because it was like forced. It was like, let's do the 3 tits again. It's like,
right.
No, it's just,
well, you got to do it because the first one was just so much better overall.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, the remake, but
no, I liked that they did something different. It wasn't shot for like
right. It wasn't
was
the whole same thing.
Yeah, they did something else. They changed the aesthetic. They tried to do it a bit more modern look of the future, which I appreciated.
Right, it looked fine.
Also, what we were talking about the color scheme, it got a little bit dark and gritty instead of. That was one thing that was cool about the first one, or just all those movies from back then. They were a lot more colorful, and then ones now they kind of just try to be all dark and serious and stuff. And it's like okay.
Too similar. It's just like all the same.
Yeah,
they're using like that to make it. Total Recall wasn't scary, but they try to use Like, oh, it's dark, so it's gonna be already scarier.
More
It's like,
thrilling, or I
I guess so.
something.
But they didn't use that in this one, and that was still terrifying. Like, it wasn't as. It wasn't.
Well, remember we're. That's what we'll replace it with. Is you going. No, what was the? No, we'll replace it with Fuck, what was something? Something. God damn it.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to think of something.
I'm gonna be okay.
You said something earlier.
What was the one
day.
that you said? The end of the thing. The
Sublime.
Okay.
But you were talking about how they didn't do that.
Oh,
They
it
didn't
wasn't.
they didn't do the dark thing, but it was
right.
still.
They could have done it dark, where you can't see anything, and it pops out and it scares you. But they didn't need to. I mean, but it wasn't like necessarily scary.
It wasn't, but it still worked. Like I didn't.
Right. It was like, well,
It didn't feel like it was necessarily supposed to be scary. Just more.
right. They could.
Overall,
not,
it was entertaining. I think that's what's really important.
but the last scene was freaky.
Oh, that last scene. That's what I think is. It was building up to that.
Equally
All of it was like
scary with like a modern one. Like no, they didn't even like pop out at you. There wasn't any, because sometimes if someone like this grabs you and like yells at you, it's scary kind of.
It's not really scary. It's startling.
Yes.
But it's not. It's not. It's
It's like,
cheap.
oh, geez.
It's cheap.
Right. If you
It's
don't have to
not-
do anything, you just go, holy shit,
with
they
the
gave
ending
me
to this, when it shows
chills.
when it shows Angela, that there was build up, because they're like, oh, where's Paul and Angela? Oh, you hear that singing? It's like Angela, and she's sitting there with Paul, and the music is building up, and she just fucking turns around, drops Paul's head,
right.
and
But
then
the
she's got the
stance-
knife, and then the way she stands, the face she makes, it does that close up of her, where she's like, she does that face.
It's freaky, dude.
And then she's like just looking over here.
Somewhere.
Like her eyes are
I don't
over
know
here.
what she's looking at.
She's fucking crazy. She's just. That's it.
Those eyes
she
were
snapped.
pretty freaky.
Yeah.
How she looked.
She did a great. That girl did a great job as Angela. I think we were talking about that, and I thought she did a great job, like overall. And we were talking like there were a lot of shots whenever she was doing the 1,000-yard stare. It kind of lingered on her too much, like you said. I agree with that, but that's not really her fault.
No,
She
that's
just had to go. She just had to go with what they were doing. But I
Right.
think
That's the direction
her and the
they wanted to
performance,
do.
she did a great job.
Right,
Like she
she-
was probably like the best actor in that movie.
Gave them what they needed to work with. But
In terms of what they were doing, at least, she was probably one of the best actors in that film, which is impressive, especially with how young she was. I don't think she did a whole lot after that either.
probably like less was more too. She didn't.
Yeah, it
have-
helped. It helped because like it was. She just got the stare down, but there was still stuff. She still had work to do. I mean, she had to do that stare well.
Right.
Instead of just being like, ugh, she kind of really it looked like there was stuff going through her head when she looked at them.
Right.
Like I could believe that when she looked at certain people, she was like, "I'm going to kill them later."
Right. But I think like, the difference where I was trying to get at was like with the mom at the beginning, like any of her scenes doing all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Her still having to do a great job of making us think something's going on in there. What's going on with her? Why is she just staring?
But at the same time, I
But
think
she didn't overdo it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think the mom. I guess the mom kind of overdid it a bit, but I think like she was more having like a quirk or some sort of repetitive thing that she does because she's crazy. So that's why she always stops and goes, "Well, that wouldn't do at all," or "Why, yes, I'm sure it does." Oh no, they wouldn't like that. Like, yeah, I guess it could be
there was
overdoing it, but there was
Well, it was like
a tinge of it.
cartoonish.
Yeah, it was cartoonish.
How she
I
could-
think her overall performance was cartoonish.
right. The things maybe doing it over and over again would have been okay. It was just how she was.
The overall performance is what I was about to say
Almost like
was
a
just kind of
like a cartoon.
It's like a cartoon, yeah,
Like she
it's
copied.
goofy.
Oh, the way she spoke.
yeah.
You do it one more time.
Oh, well, that wouldn't do at all.
Like that
Or,
kinda
no,
thing.
they wouldn't like that at all, would they? Or, oh, why, yes, I'm sure it does. And,
Or-
like, she just looks off. She
Right.
just, like, looks down to the right or left or whatever, or puts her hands
like
on
an old
her hand on her
TV
chin.
show that you see someone
Like-
like, oh, that's not real. They're like that kind of thing, or it's not
Yeah.
like a human's. Like that wouldn't do it all. Like that kind of thing. Who
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
talks like that?
I mean,
Well,
I get it's supposed to be like she's crazy and she has this repetitive
Right.
thing she does. I can get that, but like I like the overall performance was like she was a fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
Like it was goofy.
that could have been.
But it worked. I mean, I think it
right,
worked for what it was.
It did the job. I think Angela and Ruby
Ruby,
did the best of
Ruby.
their characters.
Judy.
Judy. Why do I say Ruby?
I don't know. I knew exactly who you meant, but that's why I kept
man.
going Ruby.
Yeah.
But Judy. What I love about Judy, the girl who played her, she just took. What we joked about, our theory was that she was really not. Supposedly, the girl who played. I read some stuff about it and like the trivia on the Amazon X-ray and everything. The girl who played Meg, the girl who played Judy, and the girl who played Angela were all like actually pretty close on set. And so when they had to throw the girl who played Angela into the water, they didn't really like doing that. But our theory was that the girl Judy who played Judy was like she's really nice or something. I'm like, oh,
Right.
she could never do this role. No, she couldn't be a mega bitch. And then she's like,
She's the nicest person I know.
and then she's like, like she over here, she's like, okay, we'll see. And then she just plays it the hell up.
Yeah.
I love Judy because like the girl who plays her goes way over the top with every scene in like the best way possible.
But it's still kind of believable.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
And that way where she's like just fucking ridiculously
sass
mean
to the max, man.
Yeah, I just love that.
Well, well. If it isn't the two lovebirds.
Why don't you get out of here?
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
Like scenes like that were fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Where she was just, or like when she was just looking and just being mean, like, her just getting pouty.
Excuse us, kids. Don't they make a lovely couple?
Walks away. I love the guy that was going with her, just kind of like was like, I'm so sorry.
Hey, all right. I'm gonna get my dick wet. Yeah, and then she's like, "You're kissing too wet." And
But
he goes, "Oh."
Yeah. So when what you were saying when it reveals Angela at the end, or like, yeah, that's what I was saying was what you were saying. What I was saying.
There was
we were both
quick
saying
little
something.
boom.
I like that it built up. There was a build up to it. She didn't just like pop up. Like there was suspense. It was building up. And you're like, what the hell's going on? It's like showing Paul's head in her lap, but it's not.
Turn around.
She turns around, drops the head, stands up, blood like going down her chest.
Was that?
Yeah, that's what there was blood going down her chest.
I
From
was too
Paul.
busy looking at the face.
Yeah, from where like she killed Paul, and then she's making that face. The girl playing her is doing a great job making that face and doing that sound.
Spit. So she makes the face and they cut it out. I think you said they made a.
Okay, yeah. So the close-ups of Angela, that's the actress. Clearly, you can tell that's the girl. That's her doing that when she stands up and she makes that face, and then every time it was zoomed out to show that she was a boy, that she had a penis.
A panini.
Panini, yeah. Oh, thank you. to show that she had a grilled sandwich. When it panned out to do that, the reason the face looks so fucking creepy is because I already told you this, but for the sake of our listeners, what the hell am I even talking about? When it shows her face, the panning out, when it's zoomed back, the reason it looks so freaky is because originally they were gonna have the girl who plays her stand there and it still be her, and she was gonna wear a strap on, and her mother was like, "No, my daughter's not wearing a fake penis," and so they were like, "All right, get the boy guy or whatever over here, and you just go for space naked."
Right.
And they put like a they modeled a mask after Angela's face and then put that on him with the hair and everything, and that's why that looks so fucking just unsettling and like uncanny. Like it's like the reason it's so uncanny valley is just because it's not a person,
right? Which I think worked better. For the creepy effect, because it's terrifying.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can. I think if you're sharp enough, you can see it and be like, "That's not her."
Maybe the first viewing.
The first viewing, you don't think about it.
Jesus fucking! Everything's so intense because it doesn't linger too long. It goes, bah, and then it goes, changes.
Yeah.
To another close up.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
then,
her just doing.
And then another pan. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she's not really smiling, but she's
no.
I thought from where I'm sitting, it looked like you did a bit of a smile, but
no, sorry,
she's not. I'm so happy.
I killed them.
Oh, it's another
I killed them all.
But she's got that face where she's just like fuck, and she's making that like animal growling sound that.
Yeah, it's like almost like a dog
Yeah.
baring its teeth.
Yeah, and it's like this fucking animal protecting, like just defending its territory. Like she's gone full on insane at this point.
Yeah.
She's just
Full psycho.
He has completely snapped at this point. Mm-hmm. I like that right before Angela gets up, they do the flashback.
Right.
Or like there's just a little memory of the woman being like, I've always wanted a daughter, and it's the boy. Mm-hmm. And she's like, Angela. Well, that's a wonderful name. It means angel. Why, I'm sure it does.
What'd she say right before? Because the kid's looking down the whole time, and then
she says his name. I can't remember what his name is.
His name, me, was
Did she
Peter.
say something?
You'll make a wonderful little girl, or something like that.
And then
Angela gets up. And it shows
well,
Angela.
he looks up, and then it switches back to
and
the
then
present.
it switches back. Angela gets up, and it's just the most harrowing
Her head
fucking...
falls. Paul's head falls.
Yeah,
she gets up,
Angela. And it's just the most harrowing fucking scene.
And they nailed it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's why I just feel like the whole movie just builds up to that. So it feels kind of goofy, cartoony. It's like, oh, this is fun. And the ending, you're like, hot fucking shit.
Right?
It's just...
Well, actually, now that I think about it, goofy. But during it, it's still kind of like, this seems real.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like, it's not like it's jokey, like, too much blood or too
It's
goofy.
more like, I guess,
Well,
just...
except for the first guy screaming when he was on fire.
Yeah, I think I guess
bullying.
any humor, and it's more black than anything else. You know, like black comedy or humor. Like, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek because of how just, like,
Well,
crazy some of it is. But,
Right, little...
And, like, the way some people are acting. Like, the head guy, the old dude.
Right.
How he thinks it's Ricky, and he just
Right.
beats the shit
He's
out
not
of him.
exactly being funny, but it's like...
It's funny just because of how crazy it all is. And, like,
And
how weird
odd.
how weird a lot of it is. That's what I was telling you earlier, too, is I love how weird it is.
So I think
just-
without the reveal at the end, it would have been like, okay,
passable
not bad,
film.
not bad. And then but adding that, it's
Yeah.
just like,
It's
not gonna forget
But
that.
it fits. It fits. Like
It
it
does.
doesn't feel out of place either.
No, it works with all the other stuff that they included.
because they kind
throughout.
of they established it too with several things, like the mother filling out the crazy mother who's a doctor filling out the physicals herself,
And saying that they wouldn't like it if they found out,
that she did it.
which I like how she told, well, because Angela didn't say anything, but Ricky's like, I'll never tell them or something like that.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's like a little hint.
I'll never tell.
What was the other's hint? So that was one hint.
Angela doesn't shower with the girls.
Another, yeah.
Uh,
And they mention it.
Angela doesn't go
She
swimming.
doesn't go swimming.
But see the thing that works two different ways. That works for her actually being a he,
For that
and also
reveal.
because she's afraid of the water. So like that's
Right. If
it's
you're-
one of those things that can easily throw you off. Like that's the hints they give.
You'll never
don't-
think of that.
The hints they give, they make sense, and when you go back, you look at it, it's like, oh shit, yeah, that. But it doesn't. It doesn't register the first time around. You don't say like, oh, I feel it at the physicals. She's a boy.
Right.
You don't do that, or like Angela
Why would
doesn't
they
shower.
mention that?
Angela
Yeah.
doesn't shower with the girls. She's a guy.
That one should have been weird, but
But it's also kind of believable.
it added to her just oddness.
being weird, or kind of like
She didn't say,
yeah.
no, she's just by her, to herself.
It felt believable with the character they'd established.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like, oh yeah, she has a penis. It wasn't like that. It's strange, but you're like, well, no, I guess it kind of fits because they play her off well enough that you can believe if she's not a boy.
Right. There's something different about her. Like you said,
But
the
you
swimming.
don't immediately think she has testicles.
No, you're just like, oh, just kind of odd.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize it, but when I did realize that she was a kid, I'm like, oh, okay, that's why she doesn't want to go in the water. That's why she doesn't talk a lot. She has
Yeah.
all this stuff going on.
But also because
But-
probably show that she's a boy.
Right, at the end, boom, then you go, oh no.
Yeah,
Maybe she
that-
was kind of okay with the water, but
There was some other stuff. I guess a part of it could also be her not wanting to go too far with Paul.
it could be.
That
Well,
that
would've been
and also
interesting how going-
whatever that flashback was too, where like that the boy's
Yeah.
about to touch the girl.
I know we were joking about the doctor, but what was that?
I think it was kind of that. I think it was a sort of somewhat like
Experimenting?
curious thing. Like they saw the two dads in bed together and they were giggling.
Rubbing each other,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they were giggling, and then they were sitting on their bed and they were gonna, or like one of their beds, and they were gonna
Right,
do it.
and they're gonna
And the boy looks
poke
all
or
nervous, like he's
touch
gonna
or
touch her
something,
in
or-
like a certain spot or something. And
but maybe didn't go
Yes.
far because then she tells Paul like, nah, we can't do that. Like, or she says I have to go.
yeah, they leave it
Right.
kind of it's kind of ambiguous. They leave it up to just like, we'll show you this and that's it.
Right.
Which I kind of appreciate. They don't just go like, oh yeah, and then, like they started touching all over each other and getting weird.
You wanna
They just like
you
show
wanna
you this
play
one.
doctor?
But the thing is, the way some of these scenes happen, the way some of these scenes happen, I like that it's in pitch black. Like the background is darkness.
Oh yeah.
Like when they're showing the kids on the bed,
like Stranger
and
Things.
it's spinning around. Yeah, and it's just well, I haven't seen that show.
Oh my
but
god.
The bed's just basically everyone wants to burn me at the stake for not watching it. The bed's like spinning around. They're sitting on it. He's getting closer to touching her, and it's just like the background is just pitch black.
I wonder if that's where they took it from. That'd be funny. Yeah, and the other one
That would be cool if it was that specific of a reference.
Mm-hmm. And then the mom, she had like, did you notice breath like almost like it was cold in that area?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder, didn't really have anything to do with
No, it's just an interesting detail to do in that.
to have her have in that environment.
Yeah. It was probably on purpose, but just like a little thing, just be like, oh, let's do this too.
Right.
Which is entirely, it's cool if that's what it was.
Yeah, it didn't take away, didn't add, but it's
It didn't do it didn't do anything, but just add like a little detail, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so there was that little flashback. I don't really know what that is, but her not wanting to undress.
Get
with
intimate.
Paul. Yeah, get intimate. Some of it could have been because she was a boy.
You're right, but it did add again, if you don't know, which you're not supposed to know, just another layer of her being
Character.
Yeah, to her character.
Like she was being developed. All the hints they were giving about her being a boy also kind of developed her character.
In another way of her not them saying she's a boy, but
being like Angela's also this. Like she's insecure about being other people. She's shy. She
prefers to be
really
alone.
Shy.
That
She
kind
wants
of
to be
stuff.
alone. Something's. She's traumatized.
Right, and you go, oh, okay.
She doesn't talk to people, but then she kind of starts to have a thing with Paul, and she gets close to him.
She's the first person.
He's
in the movie.
Yeah.
That she says something to.
He's the first person in the movie that she says something to.
And he's the last person.
Yeah.
She kills.
He
kills.
And she talks to Ricky, of course, too. Or at least it's implied she does.
Right.
Talk to him, too. Well, of course she would.
They get it, right.
Yeah. Ricky is extremely protective of her, and she's protective of him as well, but in a different way.
You could say that she's just as or more.
Yeah.
Because he didn't kill
I like that detail that every person that gets killed in this movie is someone that fucked with Ricky or Angela. And and more often than not, Angela looked at them at some point before she killed them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe not
Megan.
Yeah.
Judy.
Meg and Judy.
She stared at like a goddamn
like she was staring
statue.
Straight away, staring at Judy. Because
that's
if
true.
you notice that, I was gonna say I want to bring this up.
I wanted
to bring this up later on. Later on, as in now, when they first get there, and Ricky's all like, Judy, hey, and she looks at him, and she's like,
and
hi, and she just kind of like ignores him. He's like,
and then she goes,
all right then, and Angela's just staring at fucking Judy the entire time, and then they get into the cabin, Angela's staring at Judy.
What are you staring at? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I loved that. That's just you don't even think about it, but then it's like, oh shit, and then that might not be.
That was weird though.
It might not be anything, but I mean, I like to think it is something.
Because she just stared and she was, "What are you looking at?" And she didn't look away, and they lingered on her, and it's like, what's going on?
I like a lot of the lingering shots, though. Even if some last too long, they're just great. They're so intense because Angela's just fucking staring at people.
Now that we're talking about it, it kind of makes more sense. I think.
We're talking about it. Oh, we're talking about it.
Oh, we're going there.
I've made the most scrumptious movie.
I think little girls are scrumptious. That's what Artie says.
Serial killer. Yeah.
The little girl was a serial killer.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, no, it was a little boy.
Little boy, girl. Little girl, boy. Oh, I was going to say, they linger, for me, just saying for me, a little too long, but I
totally get what you're saying.
Sense, though.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, her lingering... It actually works.
I can see it. I can see where you're coming from, but also, like, I was thinking that way you're just saying too. It works because Angela just stares fucking dead on, like 1,000-yard stare.
Oh.
And then you kind of, when you pick up on it's a movie I would say watch twice, and you don't think that a lot for slashers most of the time, but I would say watch it twice because they're just nice. They do the twist so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you can be like, well, I think Angel is probably going to be the killer. You don't expect her to be a boy.
Right.
They do that so well. Like,
even sometimes you're kind of like, because I thought she was weird. That's how they play it. She's a little odd. Maybe she might be the killer. On purpose,
they do a couple of fake outs there.
Right.
Like, at first, whenever she's hanging out, it's like, oh, she's going to get killed. And then Paul comes up and grabs her, and she's like, oh, I thought you were the killer.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's something that
She's
can.
the only one who said that. The
Yeah.
only one who said, "Oh, I thought you were the kid."
Yeah,
Or something like that.
That's another little. That's another thing. It could be nothing, but I like to think a lot of these do like just they went that deep with Angela.
The only thing that was tough, which we agreed on, it should have been maybe more silhouette. Was
That
when,
one shot, yeah, it's
because
like
it was him.
when Judy sees Angela in the doorway, but it doesn't show that it's Angela. It's clearly fucking Ricky,
right,
and they're trying to throw you off, and it's
play
like
it
just
like
put
it's
more
him.
light on her, make her a silhouette, basically.
so you don't know
Because they got a similar build because of their
Right.
age and everything.
and there, I think it was either the scene or really, like around the same time, they had, Ricky saying he wanted to get back at them
Yeah,
for throwing her in the water.
yeah,
So you hear that, almost the next scene, him coming in, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
that's believable.
yeah. But
Which
but still, just like show it because
throws
like I
you
said,
off
they're
the
similar
scent.
builds. So just show a silhouette that could have been Angela or Ricky or whoever, where you can see it and be like, is that Ricky or who is that? You know,
Right.
Because that's another thing I like is they're kind of built in a similar manner. Like
Until the end when he's naked.
yeah.
Yeah, like, he kind of grew.
Oh no, they're really similar. It could have been the
God.
kid who played Ricky.
Hello, past me. This is you from the future, present, and now past. I just want to correct you and say that the person who plays the naked Angela on the beach at the end of the film is in fact not Jonathan Tiersten, who plays Ricky, but is actually a local college student at the time, who just stripped down to their nether regions and put on the plaster mask that was supposed to duplicate Felisa Rose, the girl and now woman who played Angela.
Standing
Wouldn't that
there.
be funny?
Yes.
It couldn't. Wait, okay, was it hair or blood?
It was blood. I'm pretty sure it was blood.
I
could
thought it
look
was
up.
hair. That's why I was like, Jesus Christ,
Well,
this man
the
is
way it looks more like it's just kind of going down. It's like dripping
like
down his
this,
chest.
like a hair.
You could be
pattern.
right. You could be right. That'd be some amazing fucking hair for a boy that age to
Well,
have.
that's what I
but-
thought. And then you said he could be similar. Like, we saw Ricky without a shirt on. He didn't have
I know
hair.
the balls had hair, but
There was some thick ass hair down there.
there's two really thick hairs.
Yeah.
Let me
Lusciously
see.
long
I could probably
strands of hair. Look that shit
because
up.
I'm pretty sure I was thinking it was like Paul's blood from where she cut off his head, just going down her
Could've been.
chest.
Again, I only saw it once, so I thought it was hair. That's why I was like, that's a fucking man.
Oh, that's fucking creepy.
It's a man, baby.
That's creepy.
Oh fuck! What the hell's that?
Just fan art
Okay.
or like some fan thing. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I can just get this close up of Angela. You can see it's clearly blood.
Okay.
It's a little dim, but can you kind of see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's blood, just going down her fucking neck and face or whatever.
God, that's terrifying. Is that her real face?
Yeah, that's her face. That's
that her-
that's the girl making that
Her
face.
jaw is going down.
Oh yeah, she did a great job overall. Yeah, or like here in this picture where it's a bit more lit up, you can see it's blood, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
It
too.
was
What are you looking at?
well, it's just
We're
that's
over
the
here.
thing. It's just another
No,
thing.
I
It's
know.
just something that adds to
It's-
how freaky it is. Yeah, but yeah, I just figured when I saw that I was like, oh, it's just Paul's blood from where she like just decapitated
Gotcha.
him.
I thought it was hair for some reason. I was like,
Yeah, I can see what you
oh,
mean.
it's fucking hairy man.
Well, there's
Hairy
a lot
boy.
of there's a lot of shit going on in that scene. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're registering the
And
whole.
it's so fast.
Yeah, it's like
Like I said, the face, balls.
it's shot really well too.
Hair.
Like they cut like only 4 times, right? They cut from her face back to the. They only cut a few times, like her face close up, then the zoom out, then the counselors being like, "Oh my God, she's a boy," then back to her face. They show the zoom out. They do the pan out where it shows her full body shot. I think they do at least 2 of those. Then they do like I think 2 or 3 shots of the face.
You talking about after the head falls?
Yeah. I didn't count exactly. I'm just going based on what I remember.
I'll have to go with you because I know we definitely got close up.
It's definitely
maybe
2
twice.
It's 2 close-ups at least,
Wide.
and I think 2 wide
I
shots.
guess it switched to them going.
And then it switched to
"Holy
them
shit."
once, being like, "Oh my God, she's a boy."
I like how that's the big. Like,
Oh, God,
Oh,
she's
he
a boy.
killed. Oh, he's a boy.
Yeah. But I like that. Oh, she's a boy. There are 2 heads on this beach. Wouldn't it be great?
One's attached,
Wouldn't it be
one's
great
not.
if like it was 2 twists, like Angela's a boy, but also she has the biggest dick.
Like she has this mammoth fucking cock and just like
This is
dragging
why I
into
don't.
sand.
This is why I don't
Just-
shower with the girls. I can't.
It would
hide
scare
them.
them.
She gets.
That dick would be super wet.
She gets an increase in boob size. And
I love
she's
that.
just
Judy.
wild.
Wait till you get a load of Judy. Man, oh man. Her tits are like my fist.
Her tits were good for like 14, 15-year-old girl, you know, or maybe a little younger. But like, they were like, I don't know.
He acted
I
like
was
they were
expecting they're gonna
he
be.
acted like she was gonna have stonking great tits. And then she comes out and she's just got like these two little like half deflated balloons.
Pamela Anderson.
Oh, I think Pamela.
Do the other voice right there you did. Put in the poop tits.
He's got stonking great tits. Even bigger tits.
She was. I mean, she looked great, but I was expecting. I was expecting some
What the fuck you doing?
honker donkers, but
Yeah, the way Paul advertises it, he's like, huh, nano man. And then you see Judy and you're like, I don't get it.
But we know Paul's more into
Boys.
Yeah, he's into guys.
He's,
So,
he's into boys, but not really.
that's hilarious. You're a good kisser. I'm a boy.
I like in the mess hall. I know I've already said this to you like 20 times tonight.
That
But I like
pile?
in the oh, yeah. That little grapple. I
Yeah,
like the,
that was. I
if
those
loved
were
how-
fights. I would do that.
I loved
That's
that.
fair.
I was like, would you call that a fight? And you're like, no, more like a grapple.
Yeah, there's
It's like
no-
a melee.
There's no fighting there.
That wasn't even. That couldn't even be
Just
considered
like
like,
a-
wrestling.
Just like
That
a
was
bear
just
hug that fell.
Like a bear hug. That yeah, it's just
And then the other guys are like, it was like a weird. What's the word?
pile up.
Something, because there was no swinging, there was no aggression. It was just like a weird sloppy hug that they all kind of fell on top of and kept falling in like a worm.
And then Ricky just constantly yelling pricks.
Was he at the bottom or something?
Yeah, Ricky was at the bottom. Ricky and Kenny are at the bottom. That's also Kenny. That's the second kill is Kenny.
Kill Kenny.
that's the next person Angela kills is Kenny.
Right.
She drowns him. She's like looking. He kind of messes with her, but she's just staring at him.
She's
the
a
whole
great
time.
swimmer. That was the first time
Yeah.
she was in the water.
She was in the
We didn't
water.
know.
So I don't think she was so much afraid of the water,
No,
but she was more like cause
about her.
That's
booger
why I was saying
brain.
it could be she's afraid of. That's why I'm saying it throws you off. She could be afraid
Right.
of the water because of what happens in the beginning of the movie, but also it's because
She's
has
a boy.
Panini. The secret word is
dick. Let's do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
That's what.
the password is
Sublime.
sublime.
I think girls up here, we boys down here are just sublime.
What'd you say, chef?
Soup's up.
Soup's up.
Hello there.
Hello.
And it goes back to Star Wars time, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
She's a boy.
Ray, she's a boy. Fucking mess. Yeah, and so I just love all the build up to Angela being revealed as a boy. Like I like to see this the entire
And then
film.
it goes to black, or it doesn't go to black, but
green.
it just stops.
It fades. It stops
On her
and
face.
fades to green.
Green face
Stops on her face,
explains nothing.
which I think is really cool that it fades to green. I just think it's different. Instead of going to black, it just fades to green. And and then the credits come and it plays that song.
Angela song.
It plays that in the mess hall.
Doesn't it say
a little bit
Angie,
earlier?
though?
Yeah, it does say Angela.
Angie, you're the love of my life.
You just weren't listening to the song.
I'm gonna play that song right now. I could have sworn it said Angie.
It did say Angie at one point.
Okay, then we're good. That's all.
I love that.
I
We're
just
playing,
wanna-
we're playing that song right now.
I thought I didn't say. I'm not saying it didn't say Angela. I just thought it said Angie at one point. But which again, nickname. It's close enough. It's good. It works.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it say like Angie? I've been waiting for you or something.
You're the one I've been waiting for. Or like you're the one I've been looking for, or something like that.
Yeah, it said Paul.
I'm pretty sure it was written specifically for the movie.
I could see that.
Yeah. Some of the lyrics kind of made sense, and so did the music.
Right.
I like that it starts out as kind of that harrowing music, like it's just a
80s
traditional-
theme.
80s traditional slasher
you're like,
credits, and then it goes into that song,
Meatloaf ballad.
and it's just great. It's a great song. I love that they play it in the mess hall a little bit before the end of the movie, and it's just kind of like in the background.
And you wouldn't know that.
Yeah. unless you heard it, and then
watch
you
it
listen.
again,
You
maybe,
listen. You
or-
listen later, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Right.
There's just a lot of moments in that I really like. Also, Angela just wolfing down that protein bar in the mess hall, that big ass bar. She's eating that. And it's
need
like
to go
that
back
explains the strength.
Yeah, because that was a strong little boy.
Oh yeah.
Somehow good at shooting a barrel.
I can believe the bow and arrow thing, or at least I can suspend my disbelief to be like, okay, sure.
Well,
It made for a cool kill.
it did. It was a quick kill.
It can't be you. It can't be. It can't be.
It can't be you. Right in his neck, after he beats the shit out of Ricky.
Right.
And the kills in this were also kind of unique too, because a little bit.
Did they have to do like? Did they die in a way that was poetic?
Who?
The chef died in the kitchen.
Yeah, he died boiling.
The
Kid was drowned because he was fucking with that girl.
Because
in
he
the
was
water.
a good swimmer.
Yeah, he's a good swimmer.
So he
was
drowned.
Yeah. The chef got killed in the kitchen with the boiling. Well, he didn't get killed.
Okay, sorry.
We don't know.
I know. I always keep saying that.
But
he got
that
injured
happened in
brutally.
Brutally injured, even possibly fatally injured
in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, and the other chef was like, "That sort of thing just don't happen."
Right. And like, shh.
Yeah. The kid who was a good swimmer got drowned.
Meg.
The guy who was going to take a wicked dump got stung by bees. I don't. He got killed in the bathroom. He lived as he died, taking a wicked dump.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were all poetic. I guess I like the swimmer thing.
That was kind of
cool. I liked that.
Meg's was in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh shit! Was Meg after the kid with the bee? Well, yeah, of course she was after. But was she the next kill after the guy with the bees? There aren't not a whole lot of people die.
After that, we have Meg, the kids.
Those three die.
Camp director. Paul. And then Judy.
Yeah, Judy.
Judy's was kind of poetic.
I guess, in a way. She was using that iron just before she got killed.
Right. Yeah, in the dark. Don't turn the lights on or they'll know.
Have to go to the stupid social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids was not poetic.
No, not really.
And
they just got hacked up in their sleeping bags.
I know, that's a little fucked.
Like 7 years old. But I'm glad they didn't shy away from doing that. Like, they didn't show it, which I can understand why, but they showed the kids having been hacked up. I'm glad they didn't shy away from doing that. It made sense because those kids were fucking with Angela and Ricky when they were
added
walking
to the
away.
whole.
Yeah, and then
you messed with them.
If they messed with them, and so Angela was gonna kill him. Like they didn't give any leeway. Angela's insane.
Yeah, not right in the head.
Just completely fucked in the head, and so
I don't see a lot of movies do that.
Yeah, you don't. Even back then, they were kind of.
They did a whole bunch of different things. They had the two guys in bed.
Yeah.
They had all those different pranks.
Yeah.
Kids dying, like little kids getting.
Even the implication that those kids were doing some weird stuff with each other.
Right.
Angela being a boy.
Yeah.
Showing a dick on screen at the end. It wasn't like a close up, but
there's a lot of guys' asses in the beginning.
Yeah. A lot of
come on, girls, no
homophobic overtones with these guys.
Yeah.
Like
which could have been 80s.
Yeah.
The overall sense was how they felt.
But almost like a commentary. Maybe not. But I
was hoping to see some
dick.
All right, we'll cut that out.
All right, sorry.
Redacted.
Meg gets stabbed in the back while she's taking a shower. I don't think that's really poetic.
Stabbed and then.
Unless I guess you could say she was conniving. So I mean.
Could be.
So she got stabbed in the back with a knife.
She was sneaking around with the camp director.
Yeah.
I guess it's implied.
I don't know if they were all poetic.
Didn't have to be. I'm just wondering.
Nah, oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
But hers was pretty bad too, just to be like sliced down like the spine.
Knife right down the back. My God.
Also, Angela is so damn strong to go through the wall.
Oh yeah,
bring it down.
Well, I mean that protein bar, man, that was huge.
Didn't
she
they all just eat protein bars the whole time?
We only see her eat once.
Okay.
That protein
and
bar.
then the wrapper and the
I don't know. Was that the same rapper?
I thought you were talking about it was actually the guy, the muscle guy who was jacked.
Yeah, he was.
But
there was that powerhouse rapper that they find in the woods towards the end.
Right.
But I didn't know if that was if that was the same granola.
I just thought that was like she ate the granola bar, so then.
I didn't know if it was like the same
hint.
protein bar that Angela ate, and she just kind of left the wrapper there, or if like it was one because Ricky walked out of the mess hall eating some shit in a wrapper. Right. So I didn't know if maybe it was his. Like they were like, "Oh, look at this, he's over there."
Could have been, but I think they found the bar or the food. Then they heard the singing.
Well, no, they found the cop and the one counselor found the wrapper right before they found Ricky. The singing was after the other two.
That was his.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was Ricky's food.
So it had nothing to do with Angela.
Yeah.
Even though she was connected to it.
Well, okay. I don't know if it was supposed to be. I don't know. But I just know
just maybe to find him.
Yeah, I was just saying Angela was eating that big ass protein bar.
I don't remember seeing that part.
At the beginning or towards the beginning, whenever it's in the mess hall and like Ricky has that fight with Kenny, they have that bear hug with Kenny. And she's sitting. The boys are all talking about asking out Angela to go swimming with them, and it shows her in the distance.
The two guys.
Eating that big ass bar.
I remember.
And then she crumples up the wrapper and throws it in the can. That's like, nice shot.
Okay. So
like,
that was like a white blue wrapper or something.
Yeah.
That wasn't red.
But
good Abe.
But yeah, fuck. This is just a really good movie. I think overall, it's really entertaining.
Watch it, think about it
because it gets you thinking about all that stuff. I think that's really good. Even for that's really good for a slasher film. That's really good.
Whoever
for a slasher
wrote it
film.
and they paid attention.
Yeah,
to
and
the story.
They didn't overdo it either. Like it was good detail. Like the physicals. Angela had to take a shower.
Yeah, it wasn't hit over. You just kind of placed it here and there and see. I was talking about it later. Go. Oh.
It was a twist that worked well. Like, even if you're kind of like, I think I can see it's Angela's probably gonna be the killer. They do get you with the boy thing, but it doesn't feel forced in. It makes sense. You're like, oh shit.
It's also not 100%. You go, I think Angela.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Like I said, they pull a couple of fake outs in there.
But
at least enough to make you think, well, Angela's probably not the killer. But you think something's going on with Angela.
Right. Kind of like that. Maybe they're making her seem like she is, so she's not gonna be. It's just this kind of weird.
It's like they twist they twist a twist almost. Like
right.
they make you seem it's gonna be one thing.
And then they put
but then you think it's not gonna. But then you think it's not gonna be, and then it is, and then like you think it's gonna be Angel's. You think. I think Angel's probably gonna be the killer, but no, I bet you they make it, and they're making it look like she's gonna be the killer, so we'll think it's the killer, so she's not the killer. Oh shit, she is the killer, and she's a boy.
Right.
So,
double whammy. Right. At the end, it goes.
Because they show her face, and it's like, oh shit, Angela's the killer, and then they show her.
She's a man, baby.
It's just done really well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's work. And like I said, that's like the best scene in the movie. It's because it just not because like it's the most interesting, but it just builds up so well. I think it's like the scariest part in the movie, in the best way possible. And then that's just what they leave it on. They don't go. They stop there.
Right.
Like they leave it there. It's like here it is, the big thing, and done. Then they play Angela's theme, and it goes out. And when the credits are over and the song is over, it stays on her face for like another 10 seconds, and then it's done.
Never forget. Okay.
You can't. I think it's one of the most memorable endings I've seen in like just any movie. Because it's done so well.
It's a pretty good one. It's built up. It's you're waiting for something and it delivers.
It really, it does. It's not just your generic horror film where like they made other ones. Yeah. Like there's a Sleepaway Camp 2, Sleepaway Camp. It's gotten that same slasher film treatment that they all get. Like it was successful enough or popular enough, like it was enough of a cult following or following in general that it got all these sequels that just did not shape up. I haven't seen any of the second or any of the others yet, but I already know they're not. They're probably gonna try to do more shit like what this one did.
We should at least watch number 2.
Oh my God, he's a girl.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait, how did
he was a girl all along?
It's like, wait, but I don't know.
It was a dildo.
He had a sausage in his pocket the whole time. Oh, it was a sandwich in his pocket.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
Delicious. We should try. Let's watch number 2. We'll just watch number 2 to see.
Okay, we'll watch number 2 next week.
And see.
Do you want to do number 3 also? You want to just go ahead and go all the way?
We could do that.
Here's the problem. Number 2 and number 3 already checked are not available. Like they show up on Amazon, but they're not available. So we might have to actually find them somewhere. I'll have to see if I can actually get them.
Okay.
And then
it's weird that they wouldn't be.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where it shows up on Amazon, and then you click to watch it, and it's like this video is not available. It's like, so then why does it show up here? And it has like 2 different ones too. It's like Sleepaway Camp 2 and Sleepaway Camp 2, and both of them are unavailable.
That's weird.
And they'll have like 2 different covers even. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
There's like, I think it's like Sleepaway Camp 2, Sleepaway Camp
Even
3.
if it's bad,
I just want to see what they tried to do.
What's the switch? Or what's the
Or like
the twist?
what did they try to build on? Like what did they try to do? Because you could get, I'm pretty sure it's like, of course it's not going to be anywhere near as well done.
Hey, we never know. I mean, probably not, but...
Well, I don't hear people talking about the big reveal in Sleepaway Camp 2. So I'm just Felissa Rose is the name of the woman who played Angela, by the way.
I'm just curious. How old was she?
Well...
Or how old is she?
She made her film debut as Angela Baker in Robert Kiltzick's cult film Sleepaway Camp, and a role reprised in the 2008 sequel Return to Sleepaway Camp. Oh, God.
2008?
Yeah. She was born in 1969, so she's 50 years now. Sleepaway came out in 1983. So, roughly 10 and 79.
Damn.
She's maybe like 13, 14 when that movie came out. So she was the right age.
Yeah.
All of those kids were the age they were meant to be.
Isn't that crazy? That's how it used to be.
And
Are you this age? Okay, cool.
And again, those kids were all right. They were passable actors. At least they did pretty all right, considering like the 80s at least.
Yeah.
Some actors did back then.
They probably didn't. They did.
I'd
more
argue
of a
some
look, right?
Yeah.
Than skill. Just
they did well enough.
Angela
was definitely Angela and Judy were like the 2 best ones.
I think they nailed that.
Angela was on top,
character.
definitely. Like the girl who played Felissa Rose, who played Angela, did a great job.
The other ones, like Paul, for instance, just like some of the or you said, what was it? Ricky. Some of his lines were kind of weird.
Yeah,
when he delivered them,
Ricky
it kind
has
of
some
weird.
strange. Like he swore a lot, but like in a weird way. Like he kept saying pricks.
Yeah.
He kept saying pricks, which just saying pricks as a collective, to me sounds weird. As a plural, when you would say you prick, but when you say you pricks, it's like it sounds strange. He just and like his face when he would deliver some of his lines too were really weird. Was kind of weird too. Like when he screamed, like when they were throwing Angela in the water and he screamed her name and you saw the side shot, he was like, Angela! He's like, what the? It's like, are you screaming or are you just kind of like,
What are you doing? I'll say, I noticed his kind of weird acting was...
oh, by the way, this Felissa Rose, who plays Angela, has over 90 film credits to her name.
Wow.
Yeah, so she worked.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like she's...
Oh, real quick, I was just going to say, when you first meet him, Ricky, Angela, like his kind of acting was a little weird. When he was talking to the mom.
Yeah.
Just kind of like that, oh, okay, mom, weird.
Yeah.
But that's...
Oh, yeah, I totally know what you mean. I thought you were going... I thought you were...
No, that was about it. Like
that was it? Okay.
Yeah, just kind of... I was like, oh, okay, this is like the kind of acting, it's going to be 80s, not top A movies.
After appearing in Sleepaway Camp, she made some more sporadic appearances in a few television shows and also made an appearance in the 1993 film The Night We Never Met, before quitting acting to attend school at New York University. In 1998, she returned to acting when she appeared in an episode of the television series Prey. She was later tracked down in 1999 by Jeff Hayes, who runs the official Sleepaway Camp website. SleepawayCampMovies.com. Through a letter he sent her in the mail asking her to do an interview for the website and gauge her interest in doing a new Sleepaway Camp sequel. Shortly thereafter, Hayes met with Rose in New York, and the duo began her resurrection through the website and followed things up with Return to Sleepaway Camp. She has since returned to the cinema and has appeared in such films as Chris Watson's Zombiegeddon, and it sounds like she's been in a lot of sort of a lower down horror films.
Mm-hmm.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but it makes sense. That kind of seems like what she's in.
It seems like she's had a lucrative career. Like she's been
busy,
considerably successful. Like she's done stuff. She's been working. In 2016, she produced the music videos for the metal band Slayer, which that's kind of a thing to do. You know Slayer, right?
Yeah.
So that's something you could be like. Oh,
it's not bad.
The music, yeah.
So is the second one Return?
No, Return to Sleepaway Camp is from 2008. Sleepaway Camp 2 is a. Hold on, let me go back to the actual movie.
Probably different people.
Oh yeah, totally. It has to be.
We need to see that one though. Return to Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, I'm sure if it's probably fucking awful, but I just have a
We're
feeling.
just watching it for.
I know. I'm just saying in general.
Just
yeah,
see.
Sleepaway Camp 2, 40% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Perfect.
Yeah, it looks like it. Angela is in this one too, but played by a different woman. Angela Baker, a psychotic transsexual, escapes from a mental hospital and services at a summer camp as a counselor who lectures her teenage charges on proper moral behavior. Those teens who break her strict rules, from the camp chatterbox or a sex-obsessed girl to the boys who are peeping toms, are murdered by the imposter in various gruesome ways.
Damn.
The imposter, doesn't say who that is. As more campers go missing, intrepid counselor Molly begins to piece together the truth. So it's... I'm guessing they all have Angela in them, but are played by different... They probably just keep trying to play up the Angela thing instead of doing anything different or interesting.
So she's just like a Jason.
Yeah, I guess. But not nearly as, like... Sleepaway Camp 3. Psychotic Angela is itching to do what she does best, slaughter dozens of teenage campers. As luck would have it, the previous site of her murders has been renamed and converted into an experimental summer camp meant to bring together privileged and lower-class teens. On the day the youths are boarding the buses to camp, so there's classism in this one. Angela runs over a potential camper with a garbage truck and assumes her identity. Once she has infiltrated the camp, the real terror begins.
Oh, God. I can't wait.
Return to Sleepaway Camp, which came out before Sleepaway Camp 4.
What?
Return to Sleepaway Camp. That's the one that had the original Return as Angela. Apparently, 3 out of 5 on Shudder, 70% like this movie. Had a budget of $4 million. Return to Sleepaway Camp was a 2008 American slasher film, written and directed by the same guy.
There you go.
Chronologically, the 4th film in the Sleepaway Camp series. It doesn't say anything about what the synopsis is, but yeah. So I mean, that's how the series has kind of been. I don't know.
I'm ready.
I'm certain already. I'm calling it here. The first one's the best one.
Probably.
I know that's usually the case, but I just mean in general, like.
The whole idea.
From what we read, it's just they're just gonna be like it's just Angela. It's just Angela's a boy, the whole time. But it's like, well, you see,
doing what she does best.
Yeah, like reading that, it's like Jesus,
showing her dick.
I just and
thought you were a woman.
Like an animal.
I've lost my mind.
I just don't think you could. I think there's a reason the first one ended on that reveal. It's just because where are you gonna go after that?
Right.
And I respect them for ending it there. It's because like that's it. That's it, we're done. Like, they saw that, and they're like, that is it, we're finished here. And it's like, yes, there you go, that's great. That's a great place to end it.
Right.
I don't need to see anything after that. Like, and just it ends there, and, like, that's it. It keeps you on that, and you're just kind of like, what the fuck for a minute, you know?
For like a couple minutes.
Yeah, for that build-up to the reveal of her being a boy is, like, it's chilling.
And it's just that last bit where it gets...
haunting feeling. And then she gets up. And it's just like, Jesus. And then it ends.
Check me out. Oh!
See, whatever comes after it, there's just no way. But I'm with you. I would love to see just what they tried to do. Especially in 2008 and like 2012.
Right? Oh, God, yeah.
Especially when they did Return to Sleepaway Camp and then Sleepaway Camp 4.
Yeah. Like,
what?
Thought you already returned the other 2 times.
The real Angela is in this series twice. And the rest of them are just women being like, I'm Angela.
Hey, I'm Angela. So I'm excited to watch Return. So
yeah, they're probably like, they're probably Angela only in name. Like they don't even act like Angela does.
We'll have to see.
Because once you know Angela's the killer and that she's a guy, there's nothing left there, you know.
Right. Like, yeah, that's true. Like, it's just like the Jason and Freddy. Like, she's like, where is he gonna be? Where's he? There he is. Yeah. Run away from him.
But I mean,
how are they gonna kill? How's he gonna kill him?
I mean, if these movies are at least fun, then that'll be worth it. Because like I said, Friday the 13th, you know, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7, I think are the best ones because they're just fun to watch. Like you enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, these films could at least have that to their name.
That's true.
But you never know; they could just suck.
That's awesome.
There's only one way to find out, and we'll find that out next week.
And we will. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess we're going to end that.
Yeah, end it.
Yeah. So,
until then.
Thank you so much for listening, Taylor.
Thanks for talking to me, Gage.
If you liked this, then good. The Blazing Bush Variety Hour is performed by 2 men in a room.